Hey, Kelly. Well, science is what has changed. We now have multiple vaccines, multiple treatments, of course, and this happened faster than anybody expected, faster than we've ever seen in history. And even though we are 2 years through and we're emerging from this Omicron surge, the work on these does not stop. This morning, Pfizer CEO Albert Bourla told us they're about to file with the FDA for a 4th dose of their vaccine. Here's why he said they're doing that.
When it comes against hospitalization or deaths, not as good, but pretty good also against infections. But hospitalization and deaths is very good, the 3rd dose, but doesn't last long. After 3-4 months, starts waning.
So Bourla pointing out everything really changed with Omicron. Other vaccine companies, of course, continuing the work as well. Moderna saying this week it's now started a trial of a combination vaccine that would protect both against Omicron and the original strain, saying they're committed to sharing the data with public health authorities as soon or as they prepare for the fall booster season. But will there be a fall booster season? We caught up with Dr. Anthony Fauci to ask about what the future of vaccination looks like for COVID. He was less certain about that. Here's what he said.
The answer is we don't know. I mean, that's it. We do not know whether we will need a boost every year. Is it likely? Given the durability of protection with these vaccines, it is likely that we're not done with this when it comes to vaccines.
So, guys, we're probably going to see a lot of this play out over the next month or so. We have seen Israel and the UK start to roll out 4th doses, additional boosters to the elderly, at least. West Virginia's Clay Marsh telling us he thinks we may need to be doing that here in the United States as well. We'll see how regulators start to think about that. Guys?
Are the boosters actually just the same shot I got last year, or is it a smaller dose, or is it some tweaked version?
Right now, the 4th dose that Pfizer's talking about is the same shot, although they are looking at tweaking their vaccine just as Moderna is. That would be longer off, though. We have to hear from public health authorities around the globe about whether the vaccines should be updated and what they should look like, kind of like with flu vaccines. And we'll have to see about whether that happens for the fall.
Do we know anything more about side effects of the vaccine as opposed to side effects of the disease itself?
Well, so far, the safety profile of the vaccines, it has been very well established because these vaccines have been given to so many people over a short period of time, and there's been a lot of safety follow-up. One of the most concerning side effects for the mRNA vaccines is this rare heart side effect called myocarditis. But what has been found is that that is more common with COVID infection than it is with COVID vaccines in most groups. And so that's something that's being watched very closely, as are other sort of rare allergic side effects as well. But the safety profile is looking very good.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.